Welcome to another video on my walking robot Mirft2 based on the fischertechnik TXT controller. Last time I decided to reconstruct parts of the robot and remove the 6-spoke leg, change it back, the front leg that is, to this type, and add a third leg in the middle. And that is hopefully good enough for the motors to handle its weight, etc., etc. So I am in the process of getting it done, and for that I still have to fix this rod, because it has to be put secure with clamps as well, just like this one and this one, and it proves to be quite a challenge. So first of all, trying to get this rod nicely done in some way or another. Alright, that is one. And well, for now this is fine. Then I need a distance holder, and for that I need to grab something like this, if this works out. Is this the same part? No, it's not the same part. This should be the same part. Yes, it is. They look alike, but that's all they do. And then I have this kind of matching, and these legs are not the same as this one, but I'll do for now. And here you already see a point. I need also a clamp on this one. The very short ones I'm out of, so I'll have to do with the big one. Alright. Now they are all the same, but probably I will manage to get it more or less changed, so that this one is like under here. But for now I will have to do with it. Then next thing is, of course, the other side. So for now I will remove all connections to power. Another thing is, of course, that this is changing a lot, and let's see how I get this done. I guess I will remove this part for now, and this part, because this used to be the reconstruction before I lost this one and now reconstructed it. And how do I get one of those? Reuse of parts, of course. So this is one, and the other part, the other side, I have to deal with yet, because as you can see, the 6-spoke leg is still here present. So that is next thing to do. And a reminder of why I am about to remove this 6-spoke leg on both sides is that the force needed to operate this leg is too much for the motor to handle, and also its construction is not good enough, and I haven't found a way, a simple way or a good way to actually deal with this, with it falling apart. So that said, let's remove this wheel as well. Wheel, it's not a wheel, it's a leg actually. This one goes. Then just like this one, and this will turn out to be a bit difficult. Oops. Shifting this all the way to the right. Alright, that should do it. So now this leg can be added, but what also needs to be done is of course a replacement of this under or this part of the frame by a large one. So that's another part of the reconstruction I have to do, and then I have to add like these parts. Let me first add this one. Hopefully that will be alright, but it needs to be at the end, so I will probably have to replace this one by something like this. Anyway, let's get on. Alright, the right side front has been finished, so this is replaced by a longer one like this one. The guides have been replaced, placed back. This one has been placed back. Everything's finished. The only thing that hasn't been finished yet is the location of the camera. The question is though, should it be placed back? It is a nice addition, but as yet not really sure. What should be done next is this side. That means that I will have to put or replace this axis with this one and put this gear outside this one, just like I did the other time. And in order to get that done, I will have to remove the controller temporarily. Otherwise I can't reach the inner side. That in itself is done quite easily. And if you don't do this for quite a while, then you forget you are able to, and you forget that this was the prime reason for me to construct it like this. So first things first, removing of clamp. So this one goes off for now. Then remove it. In goes this one. Clamp on the other side. And then don't forget to put this one on. With reminder that this axis, like here, should be going something like this. So right now I have to completely fix this. And make sure that this one is alright. That looks like it. Then this one. And next comes a leg. So let's do it first in, well, let's keep it nice like this. And there you go. Oops. And there goes one clamp. On the other side. I've done this. Right, I need to fix this. It is too short. The other side. So after that I have of course to make two guides here and fix the program, because a developer got back to me with some hints and suggestions. So that is next. Now looking back at the reconstruction, one thing becomes clear immediately. This one is forced to well, be shifted like this, and this one the same. And why is that? Because here with two gears, it is this axis is guided inside and held inside I should say, and here that isn't possible, because let me lift the controller. You can see here is part of the frame, here is a part of the frame, but here isn't. So I might have to reconstruct it and put another part of the frame here as well. That said, this gear is higher in the frame, just like this one, than this one. This one is at the same height of the frame, and that may cause a problem. But Right now I'm going to leave it as it is, and we'll see whatever happens. If this doesn't work, I have to reconstruct it all again, but that is for next time. Next time. Right now, let's power it up, and for now I'm using the net adapter again. Power it up to the community firmware, and I'll have to do some software changes. Let's see if it boots up anyway. Okay, I hate when this happens. Just a blank screen is not good. Right. Yeah, I really hate when that happens, but I can't do anything about it. So let's hope it gets alright. Right, taking a look at the code, and I got some hints of the developer, as I said, and those hints are that whatever I put, there's a sync data begin and sync data end, is only set speed and set distance. So very simply, this has to go and should go here, and this one has to go and put it here. This one has to go. It should be put here. So only these two should be at sync data end, and then this one here. That's all there should be between the syncs. So when I look at the rest of the code, there's here a set speed. So this one has to go here, but then again this is between an if, that also means that the sync data end what do I do here? No. This one should go here. With a time sleep, well, and that's a little bit of a point, because here it is a lamp that I do with a set speed. So I think I'll let this be here like this. But how long should I do this? To try, I'll make a gimbal right now, although I don't like it. And then remove this one. And this should be done with all motor stuff. So if there is another set speed or so, but I don't think so when I look at it. No. No. Page down. Page down. All right. I think this is it. So yeah, let's try this. Right, let's run it. Unfortunately, I can't show you in screen. I have tried to start the webcam which I use with UVC view, but it crashes immediately. So I'm going to lift the robot as I did before, and then let's see whatever happens. Right, that's a very short one. No sound. That one is clear. There is no sound at all. So now I am going to try to let it walk on its own. No rattling. And what does it say in the end? Well, certainly no change in that matter. Let's run it again. Well, a lot of rattling. Lots of it, and I know why, because on the newly constructed site one of the gears has slipped, so I have to push it back. Alright, and still unfortunately I can't show you, so well, I can't show you on camera right now, so let's do it again. Now what happened with that? Yeah, that gear that pushes inside pushes it outside the gearbox, outside the gear line. So not much happening there. I really have to reconstruct that, very unfortunately. So what I pointed you as not straightly aligned gears on both sides, that turns out to be to be a reality. What to do next? Yeah, show you on cam. So that is what I am going to do. Also I have to fix this code on the original firmware using Android, and that is what I should do first before I forget. So let's go there. Alright, let me first show you how it goes wrong. I will lift the robot, and then you can hopefully see that this gear is not aligned anymore with the red gear, which is directly attached to the motor. So, well, now it sinks back. So now it is aligned again, but as soon as there is pressure on it, it sinks back. So that means that probably the clamp is no longer good in its place, and here at this side exactly the same happens. It sinks back, so I have to do a reconstruction so that this will be kind of the same in the middle. How, I don't know yet, but that is the way it should be. That said, I have booted into the original firmware, and this is the code, and the changes that I made for the community firmware, I have to make them here as well. And this will be more cumbersome because of the editor, and I have to leave, but leave the editor and start the software, etc. And you know, if you have seen my video before, you know how that goes. So I'll edit and see how that responds, and then see how I really can do the modification to the frame. Alright, I've made the necessary changes in the software, and that means that I can test things, and I'm not going to support it manually. So let's just see how it runs. Yeah, well, that was to be expected, but no rattling anyway. Another attempt. Go figure. Counter begin, counter end, that means call back a bit. No counters. First time running, second time running, counters, and sound. So that's once again a difference. So let's check on how the reconstruction should be, and that will be the final part, for this episode. So let me take this one off for now. I think, and I don't know if you can really see it properly. Let me take the tablet away, that may help. the axis here isn't sufficiently shifted inside. So that may be a problem as well. And next, I think that the same construction as right here could actually be right here and then sideways. Anyway, that's that will be for next time. So let me put the controller back as good as it goes. And that is a little bit of struggle, but anyway, for now, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider to subscribe to my channel. If you don't want that, you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And if you like what I'm doing with my blog, etc., please consider to make a small donation to keep everything going. So what did I do? Finish the reconstruction here and on here on this side by taking away those 6-poked legs, and on both sides adding the third middle leg. And this is certainly going to be continued. Bye bye.